Hi guys, this is Zsolt. In today's video I'm going to answer your questions. There were not many, and of course it was only seen by the people who are subscribed to the channel because I put it on the community tab, and that's where I collected your questions. So in case you are interested, then consider subscribing to the channel, and then from time to time I have this kind of announcement that I'm answering your questions. Like in a separate video, not just under a particular video about the product or so. I've got the questions mixed English and Hungarian, so I will need to translate some of those, and I've got the list under the camera, so I will need to look down from time to time. Also, there were not so many questions, so I added a few more that are generally keep returning under the videos. So hopefully we are going to be further ahead with those. Anyhow, the first question was, what was your biggest ever paint detailing challenge and why? Honestly speaking, because I'm not a car cosmetics, I don't do it for money. So whatever you see in the videos, I do all those for free. I never charge anyone. And so I'm not a car detailer, I do it as a hobby. I'm really interested in this topic, and I don't start any of the videos with the goal that it's going to be the toppest 5 stars, and then I will take it as a, when the result is not what I expected, I take it, let's say, take it on a bad way, saying like, okay, I didn't manage to achieve what I wanted to do. So yeah, so what I do, I start to use the product, and then it is what it is. I don't really, it's not true that I do care about the result, but I don't have high expectations, and definitely I don't have super high expectations towards myself. I check out these products as a hobby user, as a home user, not as a professional. And I have to say, all the cars that you see on the videos are either mine, well, or our families, our neighbors, or our family members or friends' cars. And every single car leaves my garage much nicer than as they arrived. And obviously all the owners are happy all the time. Sometimes you can even see that maybe the car itself looks nice in general because it's nice and shiny and clean, but for example the windows or glasses are dirty or the wheels are only rinsed. It's again because I do it as a hobby. I don't do car detailing, and definitely not as a business, so I don't do everything on every single car. Sometimes if I don't have anything to try out on a wheel, I'm not wasting time on cleaning the wheel. I just rinse it off, and that's that. And the owners are more than welcome to take it anywhere they want to do a complete job. But believe me, no one ever complained that they didn't like what they get. Yeah, so again, there was no challenge because I'm in a different mindset. I have a different attitude to this whole stuff. So that would be kind of like the long answer for this question. Okay, now I need to translate a few more. So when I was testing some of the products, was there any of these products, or did I make any, let's say, trouble? For example, the chemicals I didn't dilute properly, and it had some unexpected consequences. The short answer is no, never, nothing like that ever happened. So I didn't make any trouble. The only way that you could do any sort of issues with these products, because of course these products are developed in a way to avoid damaging your car, but of course if you do it on a very hot car, on direct sunshine, and for example you use like alkaline or acid products in full strength without diluting, then yes, you can cause trouble. But other than that, if you apply common sense and if you follow the directions or the user manual or the instructions, then there is almost no way that you can make any trouble. So I didn't do anything like that either. I could mention one thing, but it was not a product causing the damage, and let's say it wasn't even a damage. What happened was I was about to record some videos about de-icers. It was like last year, I think. And I was keep waiting for many nights. I left the car outside and somehow there was no ice in the morning. Even though it was minus a lot, air was humid, there was no ice forming on the car. So I had already like 4 de-icers I wanted to try, but I had no ice on the car. So what I've done, one night I went out with the car and I was keep spraying water from time to time, let it freeze on it, then hour later went out again, made another mist or layer of water on it, and I waited to freeze. And at the end of the day, there was a very nice and massive ice shield. And as I used tap water, obviously some watermarks appeared on my ceramic coating on the car, where the water was flowing down of the glass surfaces. But that wasn't, as I said, it wasn't a damage. If I only thought about it in advance, of course, I could have anticipated it will happen because I used tap water. And yeah, I just had to use some water spot remover and it was gone. So you can remove those with any good water spot remover. That's the only thing I can say. But as I said, it's not a damage. It wasn't due to a product. Yeah, and obviously if I didn't want to record a video, then I would never do such thing to spray water in the middle of the freezing night on the car. Okay, next question. In average, how many hours I spend on the YouTube channel a week? I can even give a breakdown as a per day. It's very difficult to tell you how much time I spend on the channel, because in the winter month I do less, because obviously I do a lot of recording when, let's say, it's spring, summer and autumn. But in those seasons I spend most of my weekends and my holidays on recording the videos. So it can be anything like, I don't know, I can start 6, 7 o'clock in the morning up to between 4:30, 9 p.m. depending on the season, in the night or evening rather, or late afternoon. And so those times usually go all with the recording. Then sometimes in the evenings, or yeah, it's rather in the evenings, because in the daytime obviously I have different work, and also I got family commitments and so on. So in the evenings, then I start to organize the videos. I separate them to English and Hungarian. I separate it in separate folders based on which product I tested. And then I edit them in DaVinci Resolve. So again, that takes some time. I don't put too much effort into the editing either, because the goal is not to have some sort of super good quality videos like Pen the Organizer or similar, because you know, obviously those ones are quality wise different, but of course he spends more time per video on the editing and so on. I try to keep it on as low level as possible to be able to go through as many products as I can. And after I edited the video, I need to upload them to YouTube. I need to create a thumbnail to every single video. Then I need to do some more editing on YouTube, like create a title, create the description, categorize, tag them, and so on. Then I need to release it. So basically, it's very difficult to put a number on it. Every single day, definitely I spend at least 5 minutes on the videos, because I set them up automatically to release usually at like 6:15 in the morning, Central European time. And yeah, it's usually the time that I wake up also. So I just quickly go, I add 2 comments, one under the Hungarian, one under the English version. I pin them, and then I send, or I release the links on Facebook under my own profile and under the OC Daddy Facebook profile about these new videos. So it's like 5 minutes a day for sure. But as I said, the editing and recording and whatever, it's considerably more. It's really difficult to say. But technically, all my holidays and all my weekends are spent on it. And yeah, basically that's that. So the next one, which wax is the best in my opinion of the ones that I tried already? It's very difficult to pick the best because, you know, the best in what? Is it the longest lasting? Does it have the best look, the best shine? Is it like a nice and warm or more like cold looking wax? About, you know, like ease of use. So what do you consider as best? I would say if I have to pick any out of the ones I tried, I would definitely go with the Soft 99 waxes. But then again, do you want like a mirror look? Then Soft 99 mirror shine. Do you want to make some scratches to disappear? Soft 99 new scratch clear. If you want something that is long lasting and has a very nice water beading, Soft 99 Fusso coat. But again, all the other, like let's say bigger brands have very good waxes, but if I have to choose any out of the ones I tried, I would say Soft 99 waxes are on the top. Obviously I haven't tried all, so I know there are super expensive waxes which might even beat the Soft 99 ones, but in general those ones I consider very good ones. Then next question, did I ever work in a car detailing garage as a full-time job? Because I remember you said this one is only a hobby, and also where this idea came from to clean the cars. No, I never worked in a car detailing garage. I'm not even planning to do so, not even part-time. It is really just a hobby. I'm really interested. I'm a weekend warrior. And where it came from, it started like a very long time ago. Even when I was a child, I always liked to clean the family car. And yeah, I always used a bucket of water and sponge and the usual drill, went around, washed it, never dried obviously. It was not a thing at that time. And when I had my first car, I regularly cleaned it. I don't like to clean the cars, for example, from the inside, not even my own. I do it because obviously I have to, because I don't like when it's dirty, but I don't like to clean on the inside. I rather prefer to clean the cars on the outside and make them nice and shiny on the outside. But just to carry on with the story, so in 2018 we decided with the family to buy a brand new car. That was a Ford Focus, which was featured at the beginning of the channel for some years. And I decided that I would like to step up the game, so not to use a bucket of water and a sponge, also not to take the car to like one of these automatic car washes at the petrol stations, because they scratch the hell out of. So I was like, okay, let's investigate this topic. How else could I clean the car and get a better result and cause like less damage? And then I found tons of videos like Chemical Guys and so on, mostly from the US. And then I decided that actually, well, first of all, I was shocked what kind of products are available. So I started to do some more research. And then I realized that in Hungary there were not really channels about this topic. There were some YouTubers who had one video here and there, but it was not even at this level. And it just started to kick off in Hungary in the past few years. I would say in the past 3 to 4 years, people are very much into car detailing, as in the public, because of course there were garages doing this, but it was not as popular, and it used to be like kind of like an expensive-ish thing. Not all, obviously, you could always find someone who does it cheaper, but anyway, so point being, that gave me the push to to look into this car detailing, and ever since I'm kind of like sucked into this spiral or this whirlpool. Okie dokie. Basically, these were the questions that came from the viewers, from you. I added 4 more points to my list because those are the ones that are keep coming back under certain videos. So one is about the pre-wash foam versus the sprayers. So usually I get a question, which one is better, if you use a foam cannon and you foam the car, or if you use these hand pump sprayers and you spray the car around with the product. Normally I say the foam cannon is a good idea, good tool together with the shampoo and the foam when your car is like dusty. So not greasy, not oily, there is no road salt, it's only like, let's say, dusty-ish, then it's a very good idea. Also it looks better, so if you want psychologically believe that, oh, it's cleaning like crazy, then obviously the foam is more spectacular, but it's better for the like dusty-ish cars. As soon as the car has any sort of grease or oil or road salt, I always recommend to use some sort of TFR or APC, traffic film remover or all-purpose cleaner or something similar. In a hand pump sprayer, it's not as spectacular, but when you spray it around, it has a bit more time to work on the surface, and it's more efficient than using the foam. Then question usually about the iron fallout remover, how to best use it. Actually, I think when I put the question on, I didn't have this video yet, so I will put in the description a link to a video where I talk about it, or I show you a way how it's the best to use in my opinion. But there are different ways to use an iron fallout remover, and first of all I have to say the iron fallout removers are bloody expensive and bloody stinky. Well, stinky. What you can do, of course, you can spray it like crazy, like there is no tomorrow, on the dirty car, and it will be absolutely spectacular. The whole car will like lit up and everything is going to be purple, red, whatever. It looks cool, it's not efficient at all, and it's very expensive and very smelly. How you should do is definitely first to wash the car and then dry it. And if you want to have it like spectacular, then just you need to spray all around, but then again it's still smelly and still expensive. So what I would recommend to do is when you wash the car and it's still wet, use a clay mitt or a clay towel, spray a little bit of the iron fallout remover on the surface and spray a little bit on your clay mitt or clay towel, go around, wipe down the car, and then rinse off and then dry. The result will be much better. It takes a little bit longer time, but it's more efficient and it's cheaper in total. Yeah, that's that. Then sometimes I've got some, let's say, ideas or requests to do some comparisons or stress test. I have to say I don't like those at all. I understand it's spectacular. Even I look at those sometimes, but less and less, because I find them just for the show, because it doesn't represent real life. There is no way in life that you will get on your car like wheel acid, undiluted wheel acid, or some sort of strong undiluted alkaline product, or you won't set your coating on fire, or I don't know. It looks spectacular. Of course, it is some sort of indication which product is stronger compared to the other one. But again, those tests don't really matter, because those tests are done like in an environment that's not happening. What happens to your car is you wash the car, you apply some sort of product on the car, and then you either in the garage, so not much effect, or you go outside and there is rain, there is sunshine, UV rays, whatever. It's completely different environment than washing, I don't know, 20 times with an alkaline product, then with wheel acid, and then I don't know. So for me, whilst those are also spectacular, they don't really tell me the story. Maybe they cannot handle wheel acid, but I don't care, because there will be never wheel acid touching those surfaces. Doesn't matter. Okay. And the last point I put on the list, because that's also a recurring question, about waxes, quick detailers, other sealants, coatings, ceramic coating, graphene, whatever, and their longevity. I got the question many times, like, oh, how long this and that would last? It's very hard to say. It all depends, first of all, even before you do anything, how is the surface itself? Is your paint oxidized like crazy? I mean, the clear coat. Or is it peeling off? If it's oxidized or peeling off, then it doesn't really matter, because whatever you put on won't last very long. But then again, how you wash the car, how you prepared the surface, did you polish the car, or even before polishing, did you clay it? Did you remove the iron fallout? Did you remove the tar or any other type of dirt like that? Then when you applied, how you applied, was it in a controlled environment? Was the temperature and the humidity ideal? How long you let it sit? Was water contacting it for, like, I don't know, 5 days to 2 weeks or whatever? So many things that have an effect on how long a product lasts. That's why, for example, when you buy a wax and it's written it lasts from 3 to 6 months. Well, thank you very much. 6 is twice of 3. And maybe if you didn't prepare it properly and you take the car every week to the automatic car wash, maybe it will last only 1 month or 2. So it's not even 3. Or you prepared it beautifully and your car is mainly in the garage, not on the sun, there is no hailstorm all day long and so on, and you don't take it to an automatic car wash, maybe it will last 9 months or even a year. It's very hard to say. So what you need to know, prepare the surface. The better job you do in preparation and in application, the longer it will last. That's that. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, in case you've got any questions, you can leave it under this video. I will collect them at some point and I will reply them. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, and press the notification bell so you're not going to miss any of my upcoming videos. I'd like to say a big thank you for your time and catch you on the next one. Bye bye.